Good evening, everyone. I'm here after talking to a couple friends that I'm gonna do a challenge here on the CoreNav server where I play the game from level 1 level max level, whatever it happens to be when I get to that point, to completely solo. So I will not be grouping at all, I will not be power leveled at all, simply going to be doing this completely solo, completely on my own. I'm also going to try to avoid using any pots if I can. It will definitely make the experience slower, but I don't have a ton of Daybreak cash. As you can see here, I have some, but I don't have a ton. So I might use an experience potion that I've already had to get to level 15 as I can, or level 12, whatever happens to be where I get charmed, since that's where I think I'll be able to really start taking off solo. There is a storm here going on, so if I happen to go linked, I apologize. It's simply because there's a really bad thunderstorm going on right now in my area in Wisconsin. So if that happens, I will do my best to get back online as soon as I can, as soon as weather permits. But right now, just made the character. I named him Dweleorn. So you're more than welcome to add me to your friends if you wish. You can send me tells, talk to me in game. The only thing I can't do on this character due to the challenge is I can't group with anyone. But if I'm playing on CoreNav and after I'm done with my challenge, if you want to group, I can get onto another character to do that. And one thing I forgot to do was to turn in my note. So I have to run back to Southern Velvet to do that. So that's my mistake there, but not a very big one. And if I really want to, I can always take the kill myself shortcut by attacking a guard. And it's not advisable, definitely later on in levels when you lose experience, but at this point I don't really lose anything by dying, so that's something I might do for the first couple levels. Also, I'm starting out at 0 plat right now. I do have some plat in the shared bank from a couple of the other characters I hadn't played on CoreNav before, like my Necro and stuff like that, but I will only use that if I absolutely have to. I will not use it just right away.
Music definitely is but that's the inspiration. That is the.
So right now, I'm going back to the
That is the engine. That is the
guild leader
of the
for the enchanters,
That is,
and need to turn this into Kinol Goldslinger.
true, but if you
I am using a custom UI right now, so that's why this definitely does not look like a standard default UI, because it's not. I can't really stand the default UI. I am also going to be keeping these challenge videos fairly short, to an hour, hour and a half. And I realize that Twitch may block some of the audio due to whatever copyright things they're going to do, but I am downloading a copy of the video myself that I'll be uploading to YouTube, which I'll be putting that link in my channel information soon. I haven't been able to get it to work yet. For some reason Twitch is not liking my YouTube graphic. I'm still working on it. But otherwise, just getting started. And this, I told Chris I would make this challenge because he always has been interested in, especially with my talk of how great of an enchanter I am, just exactly really how good I really am. So since I did play an enchanter rating for 15 years, I did main change recently to my Shadow Knight on Kha'Zix Duel, but I did raid for the majority of my EQ time on an enchanter, so I am definitely well versed in an enchanter and very good at it, so hopefully it can show maybe some other enchanters a couple tricks that they may or may not know later on once I get to a higher level. Right now there isn't going to be anything special about what I'm doing, just going to be killing low level mobs, then we're going to move to soloing various things whenever I get to that particular part.
It captivates.
I'm just gonna start out here, killing my first mob on this character, the King Skeleton. And I'm gonna do my best to do the majority of the early levels with just one spell cast and then melee, just because that, well, simply put, you don't have a whole lot of mana at this point, and the experience is fairly slow. I mean, I only got 3% for that skeleton kill and another 2% for that, so just gonna hang out here around Newbie Hill. Gonna loot everything right now to sell for spells. Right now I'm not even gonna try casting. I'm gonna see if I can't get by with just melee attacks. Luckily the bat doesn't seem to be hitting me too much right now. Don't count on that being the case a whole lot later. And this is also no twinking, since I don't have a high level to character to twink this one anyway. Just gonna be killing Ebencon mobs. Drone does hurt a little bit when it hits for 6 damage, and I only have 72 HP. I saw a skeleton, which skeleton's taken. If I really wanted to make this challenge easier, I could simply do it on a Necro, but where's the fun in that? So I decided to do this on Enchanter. It was my first class anyway. It's the one I know the best. And I figure with using Charm and stuff, using a lot of the tricks I know, I should be able to, when I Charm kill 2 mobs at once. So that's my eventual goal when I get up to Charm level. Right now my main goal is to get to level 2. And depending on how long that takes, I may make this particular video be simply for level 1 to level 2. Depends on how long this goes. And it's been raining ever since I got a fork. Like, I luckily missed the majority of the rain on my way home. I did get a couple of flashes of rain here and there, but nothing really big. Keeping an eye on my HP and my mana. Not using my mana. I don't absolutely have to. Speaking of which, I should cast my HP buff as soon as this one is dead. And I can always save the bone chips to try to sell to Necros. Don't know if any Necros really need it, but simply because they're so easy to get nowadays, but I'll keep trying. It can't hurt. To try to figure out where that drone is at. Cast one spell. Start mailing it. So right now I'm just trying to get stuff to sell to start getting my spells. The first and most important thing to get at this point is spells. When I do get to level 7, I did get on my Necro the enchant spells from Neriak, just because that way I wouldn't have to run all the way to Neriak to get them. Well, because they didn't have like enchant silver here in Southern Fellwith. I looked. So I got them on my Necro and put them in the Sherry Bank. So the enchant silver and the enchant spells I have from another character I'm going to be using on this one to make enchanted jewelry when I get to that point. And right now, since I'm not going to be grouping at all, I'm simply going to set everything to always need, since I don't need to worry about sharing, since I'm not going to be grouping with anyone. I'm now 22% into level 1. Definitely not gonna mess with the yellow con. I'll go ahead and kill this black wolf. Having in the zone is a pain. And I also realized that basically by doing a completely solo challenge, it is gonna make it somewhat harder, but I enjoy a challenge, so it should be fun. I don't go asking for any buffs, but if anyone wants to buff me, I'm definitely not going to say no to it. Especially since it looks like these buffs last for a decent amount of time. Just have to make sure not to go crazy, because I still only have a max of 55 HP. So I'll try this particular Drakeling, and if it doesn't turn out well, I will run for the guards or the stone. It looks like the thorns I got takes off about 8% of its HP. Of course, the thing is, we're about even as far as HP goes. It's not a good thing. because it's hitting me for a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zone it because I don't want to die. So I know that isn't very entertaining as of this moment, but this is getting started, and I'm gonna sit for just a few minutes to get my health and mana back. Since I zoned, it looks like I'm already back into quick rest status. You can tell here, so I need to get my health back up. While I'm here, I'm actually gonna sell a little bit of this loot. I'm not gonna get a ton of plat for it, but right now anything I can get will help with getting spells. Definitely gonna try to get enough plat to get the, at least hopefully, first couple spells for levels 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll sell the bone chips for right now. About 3 gold. I'm just gonna leave it like that for right now. One thing, I need spells, and I also need to go get tiny daggers and get my pet spell, which will help quite a bit also. Need to get my Pokemon back up and lock it to keep it from disappearing. Buffs. Clear out that escape close, because that's annoying. And I'm back in Greater Fae. Oh, the wonders of Greater Fae. But I do like Gothwick. Gothwick is a pretty city. Not as pretty as, say, some of the new zones that they've redone, but still a very pretty zone. Right now, just trying to find something I can kill. I'm gonna go Black Wolf right now. Right now I'm basically not going to push my luck, I'm going to stick with just even cons, at least until I get more HP, maybe eventually get better gear. Depends on how long that'll take, since doing it solo, I'm going to have to pretty much buy all my gear. Won't be able to group for any of my gear, so don't know if they ever got the newbie zone quest into the game yet. I'm guessing they have not, I haven't seen any people actually doing them at this point. So I'm guessing they are not in the game on CoreNav. So now I am 39% into level 1. Just going to attack, I'm not going to use any mana for this one. Since I do still have, well, okay, I don't have the damage shield anymore, but that's fine. Obviously not attacking anything red since I'm not twink.
Nobody seems worth it while the feeling sophisticated. The view is so restrained. The past is nearing closer and closer, I fear. So let's just cut the bullshit and tell me who's independent.
All that stuff will have to wait till another level. other goal. This is going to be completely solo, no power leveling. I can still ask for buffs, of course, but kind of goes against what I'm trying to do at this point, so. Mark on is yellow. Probably not a good thing to go with him quite yet. Gonna stick with the even cons. I'm now 45% into level 1. Still have a pretty pitiful mana pool. 23 mana. Pulled by someone else. I can try the skeleton. Oh, I did having a sword, that might definitely hurt. But at the same time, I could then sell the sword for gold, easy. And so of course he has to get the orc pawn on me. Why aren't I surprised? Not sure if I can kill an orc pawn, especially when he resists my shallow breath spell, but I'll try. So far he hasn't hit me for a ton. Now if it starts, then I'll have to zone again, but I'm more than willing to give it a shot. As long as my HP stays at fairly good level above his, then I'm not all that worried about it, but it all depends on how often he hits me, how often I miss, which it appears I'm missing a lot. But I still have more HP in general than he does. So I'm willing to stick it out and see how this goes. If I have enough, I might go see about getting my other level 1 spells and maybe a pet also. Should have enough mana now for another shallow breath. Awesome, was able to kill that and got me up to 58% into level 1. I am really low on mana. Not even enough mana at this point to cast minor shielding. So at this point I'm gonna go back to the merchant, sell the loot I have now, and see about buying at least a couple tiny daggers and the pet spell, as well as any of the level 1 or 2 spells I can afford. And of course, if I get lucky with any of the cloth gear that drops in this area, then that's great also. I'm also not going to be worrying about paid skills on this character at this point, except for tool crafting. And that was only so I can make some jewelry for my own character. So I'm gonna get rid of the escape to close on that also, because that's still aggravating. Head back to Southern Felwith, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Felwith. So I can get that pet spell, get the 1 or 2 tiny daggers at least, more if I can, and as many of the level 1 and 2 spells. I'll have to see and remind myself what level 1 and 2 spells are, so I can determine which one would be best to get. I'm not gonna get all of the spells. We go to the right to the Enchanter Guild Hall. Enchanter supplies. See about getting some tiny daggers. See about getting maybe just 10 of those. So the black wolf skin also, get a little bit more plat. Move the daggers over. And get rid of the escaped clothes. Clothes. That one's, I got it. Thankfully, that. Else has the escape close. Doesn't look like it. So now I have to figure out which one of these have the supplies. Let me see which one of these has the low level spells. Okay, let's start level 5. 5. Definitely need long strengthen a pet spell. And I'll get the level 2 pet. Sean, Nez, Color Flux for level 3. Haze. No. Let's sell that one back. Okay, now to have the fun of memorizing these spells again. Alright, apparently I can't talk today. Falls a very important spell later on. I'm not going to bother with some of these spells at level 1 and 2 to actually cast them, but my pet spell on my spell gem. Him. Obviously he's only level 1 also, but not really expecting anything else but a level 1 pet spell. Excuse me. Okay, now back to Greater Fate to do more hunting. It is going to be slightly odd playing this character and not grouping at all, since enchanters are pretty much made to group. But it is what it is. Decided to do this challenge, so I'm gonna stick with it. I could have easily done this challenge on a Necro, like I said earlier, but I have no interest. I have a Necro already on this server that's level 9, and I really want to remake him. I do enjoy playing Necros. Like, I have a level 104 Necro on Kha'Zix Duel. But I did switch him out for a Wizard for my box group on Kha'Zix Duel. They do great long-term damage, but when you're doing short fights that are less than a minute or two, then it's better to have high burst damage like with a Wizard. So that was my thinking with that point. Now it should be a little bit easier with my pet also helping. Only depends if my pet hits it either, which doesn't look like he is. Very much anyway. And so of course he killed the pet. Aren't I surprised? Haven't remade the pet yet, just brought back the pet window because it brings my stats up, so. Lights flash in the street. Pride left in the dark, no heart, both weak till we meet. Close to our feet, no time for the bed. 3 days no sleep, you know how we get. Bottles on the ground. So before I get too low, I'm gonna run back to the guard. The guard killed this orc pawn for me. Someone else must have killed it for me. It was kind of cool that I got the experience for it, but I didn't mean for that to happen. So I'm 65% into the level. The game so far has been going for 33 minutes, so I'll probably make it to where once I get to level 2, I'll cut the stream off there. Just because I don't, well, maybe level 3. Or however long I can get into like an hour, however long that takes. And the thing with enchanted pets you have to remember is they don't attack until you get attacked. But as long as you do at least 1 point of damage, which you're soloing, that's pretty easy to do, then the pet doesn't take very much experience from you. I already do have the level 2 pet spell, so as soon as I get it level 2, I can mem that and kill this one. The Widow Hatchling is probably a little bit above my level, well, especially since if it poisons, that could be very bad. I simply don't have the HP to survive. And I have no idea why I keep attacking the pet rather than me, since there's no way for the pet to taunt. But I'll worry about that at another time. Already back to full health. Definitely not going to attack the large Sylvan Bat. That would not end well. Just going to attack regular Sylvan Bat. Of course it resists my spell. Aren't I surprised? Appear to have a weapon in his hand, so I'm going to try pulling this Orcon. Hopefully it only attacks me rather than my pet too, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's attacking my pet. No idea why it wants to go after my pet, but whatever. I'm not ever gonna bother making another one at this point. I'm just gonna try to melee this Orc Pawn down. Hopefully it doesn't get me too hurt. Something else I can sell there. I'm not gonna waste the mana on another pet. For some reason it just keeps attacking it. Right now there's a low level Sylvan pet. I'm at 84% into level 1 in my challenge. Leveling on this server takes forever. My main complaint about it. Don't think I'm gonna survive this fight, but especially if it keeps resisting my spell. But we'll see how it goes. Doesn't seem to have a weapon, and I do have the high ground, which makes it a little bit easier to do damage. So just gonna try to get some mana regen while I'm fighting. Hopefully cast a Shallow Breath. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. I hope. So at least I got a Shallow Breath off. And my shielding faded, so that's not good. Don't really have the mana to cast it again right now. Luckily this Orc Pawn's at 23% and I'm at 70%, so as long as things keep going this rate, I should be able to kill this Orc Pawn, especially now since it's running. So that got me to 94% in level 1. I'll go ahead and attack this back too. So I'm hoping this Sylvan Bat here will get me to level 2. At level 2 I can cast a level 2 pet, which will hopefully do more damage. I hope. Yeah, that was a big lightning flash. Again, there is a big storm in here, so if I lose power, I do apologize. There's nothing I can really do about that. So yay, level 2. Gonna get rid of the Junkamate. Doesn't sell for as much as the Torch will. I'm gonna go ahead and scribe my level 2 spells. Level 2 pet, Fez, and Tash. I always have my Miz on my number 5 spell gem. And I always have Ash on my 6th spell gem. That's just the way I've always had my spells. Technically, I've had my damage spell on my number 7 hotkey, well, 7th spell gem, but this is just a dot. It's not one of the nukes. When I get to a point where I have a nuke, I might decide to do it at that point. Get to level 2. That spell memorized. Inscribed into my spell gems, and then I'm going to cast my level 2 pet. We only have 8 tiny daggers left right now. And I'm then going to have to med, because this is going to take a good portion of my mana. But it is a YellowCon pet, so in theory it should help me take out YellowCons, which would help me level a little bit faster than taking on EvenCons. But we'll have to see on how much damage it does. Speaking of which, I'm going to have pet damage. Go to that window. And now back to full mana. Go back to. Go ahead and get you taken care of. That was 1% for basically an EvenCon. Let's see, my pet does do a lot of extra damage now. It's hitting for 14, 12. So it's doing pretty good damage. Let's see if I can't maybe take on a YellowCon. Don't know if I can or not, but I figure it's worth a try. Since it's doing so much damage, I can back off, let the pet think. Recast Shallow Breath. That's at 63% health. Mob is at 35. My pets have 48, no 30%. So now I'm gonna try to get its attention back on me, just to give the pet a chance to do more damage. Because I believe the mob will run when it gets below 20%. Or not. Okay. I was able to kind of kite the mob. Since I was so low health, it wanted to go after me. I'm currently going to go ahead and rest here at the zone inn, because that did give me about 9% experience. So if I can keep that up and keep going for some just slight YellowCons, and that should help me level up solo a lot faster. Like I said, this is starting from scratch and a level 1 to max level. I'll be right back. My dad called. I'm gonna mute the mic and put up my be right back screen, so be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Had to call my dad to return his call, see what else was going on. Okay, so he's at work right now. So let's see about this forest strangling. Let's see how well I can handle that. As long as my HP goes and stays higher than its, then I'm good. Especially since it seems that Yellowcons definitely aren't as hard with a level pet. I'll go ahead and try to get this orc pawn off of that one person. Okay, so we seem to be doing okay for right now. Definitely not the best, but I'm gonna go ahead and get big thing. Hopefully this doesn't turn out badly. Hopefully my pet will continue to do damage. I'm gonna have the pet tank for a few minutes. Just because right now I'd rather it tank than me. much easier if need be to remake a pet than it is to basically die. So I have at 51 minutes streaming right now. I'm gonna cut this off at an hour. So in 9 minutes I'm going to stop the stream. I did manage to get to level 2 in my complete solo challenge. I'm gonna try to get as high as I can in the next few minutes. Apparently I'm full of loot, and so I'm gonna go sell real fast. Because I do need plat. Pretty cool armor there in that cleric. Not the color scheme I would choose, but I'm not a big fan of pink either, so my favorite color is blue. So pretty much once dye comes out, my armor will be blue, regardless of what the actual color of the armor is. Okay, fine, I'll drop the torch, I don't care. Since it's only 1 silver. So these weapons are going for a decent amount, so that's good. Okay, back to Greater Fae. Do not attack the guards, that would be a quick and painful death. Would not end well. And I did make my enchanter agnostic, so the illusion should be easier, whereas on my main enchanter on Khazak Duel, he actually is a follower of Iralasi Mar, like the goddess of love. So going into Neriak when I was low levels was a challenge at some points. Which is why I had made a Dark Elf alt I could use to scout out if the Enchanter Epic Maul was up at that point. So here's a Giant Wasp Worker, Cielocon. You stupid pet, where are you? Here you are. Okay, so we're gonna try this, hopefully not have me die badly. At all, preferably. Right now I still have a decent amount of health. I'm gonna back off. Let my pet tank do the dot. That should get it to run mode. I'm just gonna sit back while it kills it. At 41% into level. Got 5 minutes left before I'll cut the stream short. Well, cut the stream off, it's not really short, but I want to try to keep these two as short as about an hour a piece. That way I don't have any problems with YouTube. Okay, Dad said he's gonna call me soon. So don't be surprised if at some point in the next few minutes you hear Baby's Got Back, since that's my ringtone for my dad. So there's a forest straightening. Go ahead and take that on. Of course it has to resist still. Aren't I surprised? So halfway to level 3. I'm trying to be somewhat selective on the mobs I aggro. I'll try this Widow Hatchling, but if it gets me poisoned, that could be a bad thing. So right now, I'm gonna let the pet do most of the damage. Do my dot down. Back off, let my pet tank. Haven't died once yet, so that's good. At 59% at the level. I may decide to go a little bit past the hour mark if I can get close to level 3. I may decide to do that. I may just decide to play until I get to level 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna back off. Gonna recast Shallow Breath. Pet's still basically almost at full health. Now at 66%. Recast some minor shielding. So the whole point of this challenge is I'm going to level up this character, this enchanter, Dolorn, on the core nav server from level 1, max level, completely solo. Not going to group, not going to get power leveled. How to do it all completely solo. Should be some amount of health. I can't find some yellow guns. Everything around here is simply Lucan. Ah, there's a yellow gun. That hurt. Give me for 10 damage a pop. I'll step in if the pet gets a little bit lower, but right now I'm going to try to have the pet do tanking. And it's only at about 90% health. Here's my pet health bar. So of course it resists. Aren't I surprised? So at 74%, only need 26 per more. Percent to level up to level 3. trying to look for some more yellow cons. I'm just cycling through all the mobs, see what I can find. Do a bit of work on. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage to me. Hopefully my pet can kill it before the orc kills me. Okay. Yay, cloth cap. So a little bit of extra AC, not a ton, but some. So now at 83% into level. Okay, so no yellow cons around right now. Cycling through NPCs until I find a yellow con. You just have to kill some of these blue cons to make room for more yellow spawn, more yellow cons. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna kill some of these blue cons to make room for some more yellow cons. Medium quality wolf skin, I may be able to sell that for something. The blue cons aren't great experience, it's like 1% a kill, maybe. But it's better than constantly hunting around for yellow con. And speaking of which, there's a yellow con right there. I'm gonna back off. Take a shallow breath. Unless I can resist it, of course. And let my pet do the tanking, since it's still at 90% health. Okay, now it's at 70%, but it's still overall doing well. Good there, just to help out. Let it attack me a little bit. That got me to 92% into level 2. Basically right now I'm doing a balancing act between health, mana, and the damage output of my pet. 3%. Need 7% more to get to level 3. Maybe this Drakeling will get me there. Sure. Of course he resisted my spell. Surprised. Second spell. As long as you back up soon enough, your pet will tank. You wait till you're too low health though. The low health aggro portion will make it to where the mob will go after you regardless. So you have to make sure you time that correctly. Yep, I got to level 3. So I'm gonna go sell the small amount of loot I have now. Buy some spells for level 3, and then I'm gonna call it a stream for the night. I'll be doing the streams for this challenge during my off nights for my regular server on Classic Duel. So basically Thursdays, Saturdays, Tuesdays. The other nights I'll be playing my regular characters on the Kazakh Duel server. Feels weird to have so little plat right now. I'm used to having over 1 million plat on my regular server. So this is a little bit odd for me. Also going to memorize that spell. Color box. I'm gonna go back to the Enchanter Guild Hall. I'm currently at 1 hour 8 minutes. So I'll see real quick what the other level 3 spells are. And at some point on my days off from regular raiding, I'm also going to do streaming for some other games I really like playing, like Caesar 3, Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. Maybe doing a starting out brush on StarCraft 2, since I haven't ever done any multiplayer versus on StarCraft 2. I was thinking about doing a series where I will be basically streaming all my matches on StarCraft 2 to see exactly how far I can go. Granted, I'm not a very good StarCraft 2 player at all. Like, I have like a 30 APM on my best pace. So, be aware, I'm just not the best at StarCraft 2. Don't really need any of these illusion spells right now. Get the Suffocating Sphere for next level. And Enfablement. I don't know if there's any other spell vendors. Has any other spells? Nope, those are high 40s. Okay. Brawl, so level It's the level 13 Nez. Yes, the first phase is level 15. And that's a 23 charm. Okay, what level spells are over here? Oh, well, they did have the enchant spells over here. Who knew? But it's no big deal at this point. Already have them in the bank. The first charm is at level 11. Should prove interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here for right now. Thank you for everyone that's watching. Hope you have a great night. Stay safe, and I'll see you back here on Saturday. If you want to take a look at my YouTube channel, I will have the link added to my channel page. And also, if you want to see any of my, when I do start playing Caesar 3 or Might and Magic 6, I will have those posted as well. Again, thank you. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.